Howdy everyone, my name is Ray Duke. I was born and raised in West Texas, but now I'm living in Tucson running my own handyman business. I started this business about 3 years ago, and I decided to use Jobber to run the business because the user interface was extremely intuitive, and for my fellow handymen, that means super easy to figure out. So what I'd like to do right now, if I can have less than 5 minutes of your time, is just show you exactly how easy it is to use Jobber. And to do that, I'm going to bring up my other screen here. There we go. So let's say Fancy Nancy gives you a call and says, hey, I'd really like you to come over to my house and fix some stuff. So you come up here to create on the top left, and then you click job. And this is how you're going to create a job within this software. Now, once you've got this open, you're just going to click on client name. And I've already got Fancy Nancy in here because I've worked for her before. If I didn't have her in here, I'd just come over to create new client and I'd enter her name, address, phone number, etc. and create her as a new client. So we're going to click on Fancy Nancy here. And then same thing with the properties. I've worked on properties from her before. If it's a new property, I click create new property. But let's come over here and say this one is on Whiptail Court. Now I want to give it a title. So the title, we'll just say fix some stuff. There we go. These over here, you don't need to worry about. These are my custom line items that I've added to Jobber, because you can do a lot as far as custom line items here. We all don't need to know about that right now. You just need to see how easy this is to use. So today's February 9th. Let's say that Fancy Nancy wants me to come over on the 10th. So tomorrow, we just click on that. Click the 10th. What time? Let's say we're going to show up at 9 a.m. So just hit the number 9 and it pops that right up. Go ahead and click on A and it'll change that to AM. You can click on this assign button. You don't have to, but if you got multiple people, you can assign it to who you want. Come down here to the line items. For this one, I'm just going to type labor. And let's say I don't know what we're doing yet, so I'm still just going to say fix some stuff. And now we've got our line item created. This whole job is ready, and we just click Save Job. So the next thing we're going to do is tomorrow morning we're going to go over to Fancy Nancy's house and we're going to fix some stuff. And then after we get done, we're going to get home and we're going to sit down on the computer to invoice her. And by the way, you can do this via the mobile app too. You can invoice her on site and take payment right on site with Jobber. But let's say we come home, we sit down, we pull this job right back up. Going to look just like this when you pull it back up. Click on that labor line, and now we have more details about what we did. So let's say we repaired 2 toilet fill valves. Alright, and we're going to change this to quantity 2, and then the unit price for fixing a toilet fill valve, maybe we're charging her 35 bucks each. I'm not telling you that's what to charge, this is just an example. So let's say we charge 35 bucks each, and right here under quantity, we can say we did 1 or 2 or however many we want. Adds it all up over here. Click Save. There's the 2 toilet fill valves. Let's open a new line item for materials. Just type in materials there. And then in the description, we're going to say 2 toilet fill valves. Alright. Quantity 2. Now, of course, you could just say fill valve with quantity 2 if you want. And let's say the unit cost, let's say we paid $14 each for those. So that's our cost. And we're selling them to Fancy Nancy for $17 each. And that gives us a total of $34. And then in the background, you can look at your profitability on this, and it'll show you where you've charged more than things cost you, so you can take a look at your actual profitability for each job. So 2 toilet fill valves, go ahead and click Save on that one. Now we've got our labor line, we've got our materials line, it's added them all up. Come down here, now there's 2 ways to close this job out. You've already done the job, you came in here and you adjusted this to reflect what you actually did. You can either click on the visit and close the job from the visit, or under more actions you can click Close Job. But let's just come down here to Visit, mark Complete. Close job. Now this job is closed out, so we've completed the job. The next thing we want to do is generate an invoice. As far as being intuitive, can you guess where you generate an invoice at? Maybe it's the Generate Invoice button. So, Generate Invoice, and we're going to do Was it this one here? Yes, it was this one here. So we're going to click Fix Some Stuff under 𝗬𝗢𝗨'𝗟𝗏. This is all of the jobs that this software shows as having been completed, so you can choose which one you're invoicing. Next step, we can go ahead and give it a subject. It's going to put that in the email line if you want. So we'll just call the subject Fancy Nancy Fill Valves. How about that? Again, you don't need to worry about this. These are custom line items that you can insert to tailor this to your business. There's the toilet fill valves, there's the toilet fill valves, all the way down to the price here at the bottom. If you're charging sales taxes, you can add your sales tax. If you want to do a discount, you click that to do a discount. Otherwise, you come down here to the bottom and you can save this invoice if that's all you want to do. Maybe you're going to update it some more later, or save and then under save and you can send as text message, send as email, or collect payment. So how about we send this as an email to Fancy Nancy. So there's her email address right there. Here's the little just sort of blurb that it gives Fancy Nancy. You can also adjust this blurb. You can go into the software if you want to be more complex about it and change up all of this wording, or you can change it on the spot right here. But this is going to send Fancy Nancy an electronic invoice. Now, they've also got a regular PDF invoice in case she wants to print that out. You can click this and it's going to attach the PDF of the electronic invoice. And if you have pictures that you've taken, you can select File right here and upload those pictures. Send email. So now what this is going to do is send the email to Fancy Nancy, and with Jobber, everything is sort of in the cloud and online. So what it's able to do is Fancy Nancy, when she receives this, whether you send her the text version or the email version, there's going to be a button she can click for a secure credit card payment online. If she clicks that button and pays online, then it's going to update everything for you. It's going to close out that invoice and it's going to reflect in your software as such. If she doesn't click, or if she doesn't pay that way, let's say she writes you a check or, God forbid, gives you a money order or cash or whatever, you come up here to the top. If you want to collect the payment, guess what button you click? Collect payment. And then you can choose ACH bank payment, cash, check, credit card, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, or other. And you can fill in all of the details here. And then you can either save or you can save and send receipt. I always like to send receipts. So I'm going to click Save and Email Receipt. It's going to go to Fancy Nancy. The email has a receipt attached to it for your payment of $104. Send email. And now guess what? This job is completely done. It's closed out of your system. Fancy Nancy got her receipt. You got everything paid. And that's how simple this software is, guys. You get another call, you just come click this create button, click on job, and again, add the client. If it's a client you already have, you can just click on them. If you want, you can create a new client, and it's going to bring up the box to put all of that new client's information in. And then all you got to do is rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. This can bring you to a very nice, comfortable six-figure income using this software. I highly recommend it. And I want to remind you all one more time, in the description of this video is a link for your 14-day free trial. And if you use my link, you'll also get 20% off for the first 6 months. I highly recommend this software. It is the most intuitive software out there. They do not nickel and dime you for every little additional feature you want. It's all included. It's my favorite stuff, and it is partially responsible for the success of my business. So with that being said, guys, I do wish you good luck in your future endeavors. I hope you try out Jobber. I hope it works outstanding for you, and I will see y'all next time.